Fastest way to make a thumbnail is to use a template of something that you already have, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this screenshot I took here, which I took from a video. So I opened up my video and I found the frame that I wanted, which was wherever it was, right? And I found it, and then I took a snipping tool here in Windows, right? And let's just say this was the frame I wanted, which is not, but whatever. I just grabbed it like that and hit save as and name it or whatever you want, and then enter it. And now I have that screenshot, right? So I just drag my screenshot. The one that I'm making was not that one, it's this one here. So I drag it into my template that's already made, and then I frame it to where I want, which is I want to cut off some of these things, but I want to make it as big as possible because thumbnails are small on YouTube. So you want to be able to see it pretty clearly. So I want to enlarge things quite a bit. And then let me make this full screen so we can see it. I tend to work really small for some reason. So I'm going to go to my text that I already have and just change that to what I want. And then I'm going to move that down here in the bottom. Try not to put things over in the bottom right because the little timestamp on YouTube gets put there and it covers the image, right? So now I want to pop this. So I'm going to have to take that and rasterize it so I can actually run a filter on it, sharpen, unsharp mask, and you can change your settings accordingly, but I'm going to go like real thick with the lines here to try to make it pop, make everything pop a lot more. So you can compare off, then on, off, then on. And what you want to do is you want to look at it small because that's how thumbnails are. So it's really not making that much of a difference. I almost want to pop it out more. So it's kind of overkill with my sharpening here. That might be a little much. So tone it back just some. You don't always want to do this, but for this particular image, I'm going to do that for now. And then here to make things even stand out more, what I'm going to do is, oh gee, where'd my toolbar go? I just totally took it away. So view, there's going to be a toolbar somewhere. Show all. No, that didn't work. Oh, sorry. Step forward. Whoops, I did step backwards. Oh, I keep messing myself up here. All right, view, show. I'm going to take all that stuff off, grid. So my thing got undone, so I'm just going to go back to sharpen and do that again. View, show. I don't know where my tools went. Well, that's slick. I just deleted my tools, so just in case, let's figure out where those go. Tools, there they are. Okay, so they were under window. All right, so now I'm going to take this thing, whatever that is, whatever that tool is, I don't know, don't care. I'm going to zoom in. Actually, let me take off the text for a minute just so I can get all, oh, malware bites, your free trial, blizzity blah. Okay, so I'm going to just go around. I really don't like pop-ups when I'm doing stuff that ticks me off like a redheaded ginger. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Just gonna blah 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 blah. Outline. You're doing like a real slop job because it doesn't really matter that much. All right, so let's say go around the hands. Be careful, don't double click or you'll mess up everything. And then when you get around to the top, either close it off with the final click, or that's when you can do your double click. And there we go. All right, so now that I did that, I'm going to press Control J and it's going to duplicate just that one. So now if I were to take off this background, we just have that one hang in there, right? Go away, malware bites. So now where this layer is, right, we're going to put we're going to go to the background and put this curves right on the background. And now, oh, she's like standing out. Okay, we could put our text back. We can do, let me change this curves layer because it's a little bright. So let me back it down a little bit. And it's got like all this red in it. We can like make it red, right? Reddish. Let's go to the blues and take the blues out more, right? And so now we have another curve. So assuming these curves weren't here, let's just delete them, right? And let's just delete all this other stuff because we got Bubba here. All right, whatever. So assuming that wasn't there, we would hit this little adjustment layer, put the curves. And if we only want to affect this one layer that it's in front of, we would hold Alt and click this little connector arrow right there to that layer only. And in the meantime, we're missing a little bit of this background. We want to like come here and outline that again, and then take this brush tool as it's selected on the, actually we're on the wrong layer. We need to, oh, we messed up. Okay, because we cut her out. So we need to go back on this layer, and we could either just delete that works, or we could have used the mask, but whatever. All right, so we could delete that. So now this layer, what I actually want to do is make it pop. So I'm going to go to the little effects down here and go to the outer glow and put some outer glow around her, and maybe brighten the opacity, right? And make her glow some, kind of like that, hanging from the hook, which you don't really see. And then now I'm going to go back to these curves that were on her, brighten her up a little bit, and we'll make her a totally different color, like bluish. So she's glowing. So it kind of like contrasts there. And we'll zoom back out and take a look at what we have. Not spectacular, but it's fast. We'll put captured back there, and instead of making it yellow, let's make it something like something that pops against the contrast, but still let's keep it back with the yellow, because we'll keep it with yellow. And we'll change it. We'll change the text to say like just hanging out. And we'll put it over to the side. And that's not working because it's covering her. So we'll just put it like this. Or how about we'll make it wanna hang. This is what you say when you want to hang out with your friends. We hanging? I don't know, whatever you want. Anyway, that's how you would do it. I don't even think it really needs text on this one, honestly, but supposing we wanted it. Whoops. Getting all caught up on my stuff here, so we'll make it like a Nike thing, just hang. And I don't know, that's alright, but we can go back to this curves here, and let me see if we turn it off. I kind of like it better without all that red. Let's take some of that red out. Maybe just lessen it. lessen the red. And that'll be it. So the name of this video was Trapper Torments Newbies before letting them go. So something like that. And I still don't like the yellowish color. Maybe we'll just make it white. The yellow is like not contrasting with the background enough, but then something like blue looks a little too happy-ish for the context. I don't know. Maybe green. Well, whatever. We'll leave it. Blue's not really working. Maybe just a dark red. That kind of works better because it's all bloody. Let's see if you can see it. Hard to see when it's small. Anyway, I might not even have text on this one. Kind of looks better like that. And maybe I'll take off some of the glow because it's a little much. I don't want to make like too much contrast between her and the... Maybe put a stroke around her, and the stroke would be like thickness. Nah, it's not really working. Forget the stroke. Maybe a drop shadow. It's not doing a whole lot, and it's not really... I don't think we need that either. Scratch that. Just gonna go back to the curves and take out some of the brightness, take out some of the blue, maybe add the red on this one. Nah, take some out. It's all a little matter of preference, but what we can do is possibly take this one, Control T for size, and hold shift and make her bigger so it shows almost like closer up she's hanging. And I think we're gonna be good on this one. Caught. And maybe change that back to yellowish because it did pop out way brighter. Kind of indecisive here, a little greenish to give it some contrast. But I think that's it for this one. It was supposed to be quicker than that. Supposed to be faster than it took here, but that's good enough for now. So can always be messed with later, but I just want to get a quick thumbnail up there because this video is already public. So I'm gonna go to Trapper Torments Newbies, open that one up. I'm gonna highlight that title, Control C to copy it, save it as a Photoshop file, and then it should be done saving right about nowish. Oh, what I might want to do is go to her and sharpen her up some more. That's way too much. So like a lesser radius. Compare off, on, off, on. Still a little much. Off, on. That's fine. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to put save again. I don't really like this thumbnail that much, but it's something for the moment. Save as. That didn't work. Okay. Change it to the JPEG and then save it. And then make sure it's under 2 megabytes in size, so it's like I'm cranking it up to 1.3. And now that that's done, I'm going to go back to this video and hit the upload thumbnail and then type in, what was it? It was Trapper Torments Newbies. Okay, so there's the thumbnail. Put it in, hit save, and at least we have a thumbnail for now, other than showing like this dark stuff here. Actually, this one right here might have been cooler just by itself because it shows the trapper, but that one's brighter, so we'll leave it for now. And so the reason I did that really fast is because that video was actually already public, and I'm still working on these different thumbnails. But this one has a cool thumbnail. Anyway, so what I would do is for the next one, let's just say the next one, whatever it may be, I would open up that same file and just start working on the same stuff I already have, because I already have some adjustment layers, I already have a text box, and then I would just bring in a new file, you know, start changing things, and I already have the proportions of the file, and that's it. Start building off a new one, and that will be the short, fast way. All right, have yourself a Merry Christmas. How long was that? Whoa, that was way too long.